Hey guys, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are doing my February wrap-up. In the month of February, I ended up reading 7 books, which I am so happy about. Usually every February I go through this slump. I barely read 4 or 5 books, but this month I was able to read 7, and I feel like it was with the graphic novels. So we're going to be doing my wrap-up and what I'm currently reading. Since there's a lot of books and I have a lot of feelings, let's just go ahead and get started with this video. So the first book I finished in February was a continuation of my January TBR, and that was Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, and this is now one of my favorite reads of 2020. We follow an orphan named Laszlo Strange, and when he was growing up, he lived in an orphanage. And there was a monk who people believed was sick, and he would tell Laszlo the stories of the city of Weep. But it wasn't always called Weep. When Laszlo was about like 7, 8 years old, the name of the city went missing, and all you knew was the city of Weep. So as Laszlo got older, he began to write all the stories of Weep, and he started growing up in this library, got this job working as a, not a scholar, like a librarian, and people from Weep come asking for help to deal with this problem, and Laszlo throws himself at the chance to go to Weep, and he does. That's one part. And then we follow godlings. They're children of the gods and humans in the city of Weep. So we follow a girl named, I say Sarah, and she is the daughter of the goddess of despair. She calls herself the Muse of Nightmare because she is able at night, when she screams, hundreds of moths come out of her mouth, and she is able to see into people's dreams, and she can basically inflict horror on them. I absolutely loved this freaking book. And I just need to buy Muse of Nightmares already because this shit was amazing. The second book I finished was another book from a continuation of my January TBR, and it was for my reread of Harry Potter, and I read Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I'm doing my reread audiobook, and I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Half-Blood Prince wasn't always my favorite, but I did enjoy it more when I was listening to it. So this is Harry Potter's 6th year. You know, he's dealing with now the war. Everyone believes Voldemort's back. Now he has to deal with the Death Eaters and Death Attacks. And Harry believes that Draco Malfoy is a Death Eater. He is helping Dumbledore locate Horcrux, learning a lot more about Voldemort's past, which I did enjoy because you have to see what makes this person like that. I did enjoy this, 4.5 out of 5 stars. All I have is my reread of Deathly Hallows, and I'm done with my my reread of audiobook form. And then the third book I read was to start a new graphic novel series because I absolutely love graphic novels. I'm starting to collect a lot of them. I'm starting to own a lot of them and read them. So I read Giant's Day Volume 1. And for my 4th book, Giant's Day Volume 2 by John Allison. Or was it Jack Allison? One of those two. So in these 2 volumes, we follow 3 girls, Daisy, Esther, and Susan. It is their first semester at university. And they're all basically best friends because they live right next door to each other. One was homeschooled, one is very goth, one is very secretive and dramatic. I read, the first one was a reread for me, and I didn't like it that much when I read it the first time because I wasn't in college. I didn't understand what they were going through. But now that I'm in college, I've done some years, like I understand where they've been. So I did enjoy it more time around. I gave both of these 4 stars. I love the first book because the first one because we see how close they are and what they're willing to do to protect each other. And then the second one I loved as well because the girls come together when one of the other girls need them the most. Like they travel to the girl's hometown. I really did enjoy this. This is a very cute graphic novel series that talks about a lot of real world stuff, and I did enjoy this. So the 4th book I read was one of my most anticipated releases of 2020, and I'm very sad that I was not happy with it. So I read Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed, and in this book we follow 2 different characters. We follow Jamie, who is Jewish, and Maya, who is Pakistan Muslim, and they were best friends when they were younger. You know, their moms were friends, And then, you know, they grow up, they grow apart. They come together again when they're 16 because both their parents are helping with this guy who is running, I believe, for Congress, and he's from their hometown in Georgia. So they band together to go canvassing. I loved the political part of it. I loved the romance. But stuff that annoyed me was a lot of the canvassing that they did was repetitive, and it annoyed the shit out of me. And Maya was very, very childish. Her parents were going, this is spoilers, guys. Her parents were going through a separation. And I know a lot of people don't deal well to change, but how much she was like being rude to her parents because they needed time apart to think bothered me. She has one really close friend. I believe her name is Sarah. Sarah's a year older than her. Sarah's going off to college. She's meeting new people. She's getting to know her roommate. And Maya is getting very jealous and very territorial. That bothered me as well because she doesn't need to be your only friend. I remember they had an argument in here over Sarah not liking Maya's Instagram post on oh my god, what was it? I forgot what it was. And she texted her, like, then Maya went on Instagram and saw that Sarah posted with her new roommate, calling her her new best friend, and Maya, like, took it way too personal. So that really pissed me off. I love that they talked a lot about racist stuff. I loved how they talk about political stuff. I did enjoy that. The repeating stuff and the childish stuff really threw me off, and I rated this a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Then to continue on with a reread, I reread To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. This is the first book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. I tabbed this up. Do be on the lookout for a book talk on this, and yes, no, maybe so. So for those who don't know, we follow a girl named Lumberjane Covey, and she has had 5 loves in her life. To basically get over them, she has written all 5 boys letters, but she has never sent them. One day they go missing and they're sent out to the 5 boys, and now they're starting to come up to her. One happens to be her sister's ex-boyfriend, her next door neighbor. So in order basically to get him off her back, she starts fake dating another guy that she sent a letter out to, Peter Kavinsky. I haven't read these in 3 years, and I forgot a lot of stuff that happened. I did tab a lot of this up. I did enjoy this. It was a 4 out of 5 stars. I have more to say on these 2 books in my book reviews of them. So then another book that was an anticipated release was actually a graphic novel for me, and that was Lumberjanes Volume 13, Indoor Recess by Waters, Lee, Those Are Draws, and Leho. I absolutely love Lumberjanes. Lumberjanes, we follow 5 girls, April, Mal, Joe, Molly, and April. And they go to this all-girls camp, and it is basically crazy shit is happening. Like, Yetis are popping up, mermaids are popping up, seals who can talk, gods and goddesses are popping up, and they go on all these trials. This one, for some reason, it just won't stop raining. It's been raining for over a week. We're at their camp, so the girls are stuck inside. Well, half of the girls, play this game. Ripley, Mal, and April find this hole basically in this basement in the cafeteria, and they go exploring like normal. I absolutely love this. 5 out of 5 stars. I cannot wait to continue on with the rest of the series. And then I am currently reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmer, and I'm honestly enjoying this. I am 312 pages. I have a little over, I believe, 100 pages. No, I have almost like 160 pages left. I do plan on this being one of the first books I finish in the month of March. But yeah, that is my wrap up for February and what I'm currently reading. I loved it. I loved everything I read. A lot of it I didn't like. But yeah, I'll be leaving here 2 videos. I honestly feel you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 3 times a week, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye, guys.